Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Angum Lankayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamatam. A seeker, when starts feeling that what I'm seeking is not out there in the world, maybe it's something within, and starts seeking in the inner world through various preparatory spiritual practices, which is called as Bahiranga Sadhana. One prepares oneself, the mind becomes calm, peaceful, focused, single-pointed, which is called in Sanskrit as Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Ekagrata. Chitta Shuddhi is mind becomes pure, and Chitta Ekagrata means mind becomes single-pointed. This state of the mind, prepared mind, seeking the knowledge of the self, finds a guru, and that is a very important milestone in the journey of the seeker. Often we feel that finding a guru is the responsibility of the seeker, and I have to go out there, look at various gurus available, evaluate them, and zero in on the fittest guru that is available out there, and then appoint that person. Okay, henceforth you shall be my guru, and thou shalt instruct me. A student who wants to know and know about oneself, how is he or she going to understand the guru? So our approach in finding the guru is not to be in this manner, I have to recognize, I have to. Puja Gurudev used to very beautifully say, what is my responsibility as a seeker? It is to become a good student. When I am a good, fit student, then according to my need, the Guru appears in my life. In whichever way the Guru pulls us, we reach the Guru. So our focus has to be in increasing the qualifications as a student. So that is my focus. And we are talking about all this, we are talking about as a student of the Upanishad. So this qualified student finds a guru. And in this finding a guru also, there are various questions. How do we know this is my guru, and how do we know this is the right guru for me? How do we know that guru will guide me properly or not? And nowadays we have so many gurus, what is false gurus, fake gurus. How do we filter those out? The point is, if we are really well prepared and well qualified as a student, even the so-called fake guru, we will be able to learn the right lessons. We will find the real guru. And if we are fake, then even if we reach the greatest of gurus, nothing will happen in our life. So it is my readiness, my qualities as a student that decides what I gain from the guru. So, and in our scriptures, in our culture, it is very, very clear that Guru and God are not two different entities. When a student is ready, God Himself comes in the form of a Guru and accepts the seeker. So it is our preparation, our qualification that matters most. So now the question is, what are the qualifications of being a student? Because only when I have such qualifications will I benefit out of the study under the Guru. So what are these qualifications we're talking about? So our scriptures say that we need to have fourfold qualifications. It's called sadhana chatushtaya. So the one, these four are, number one, discrimination. Clarity of thought has to be there. Discrimination. What is constantly changing, and amidst this constantly changing world, is there something that is unchanging, that is permanent, that will last forever? What is it? And when I say the world which is constantly changing, this world includes even my body, that is also constantly changing. It was born on a day, it keeps growing, changes, and then one day perishes. So that way, everything in the world, including my body, is constantly changing. Amidst all this change, is there something that is unchanging? And am I able to distinctly recognize them? That is the ability of discrimination. So, Viveka, it is called in Sanskrit. The second qualification, when Viveka keeps maturing, when this thought becomes clearer and clearer, automatically that which is fleeting, that which is perishing, automatically we are able to let go of such changing, perishing entities. And we want to catch hold of that which is everlasting. So this natural tendency, when Viveka matures, automatically the ability to let go of that which is not permanent takes place slowly, and that is called Vairagya. So Viveka, discrimination; Vairagya, detachment, dispassion. I am able to let go of. For example, let us say I had a dream, and in the dream I made a lot of money. So I had a lot of wealth in the dream. Heaps of gold coins, and I'm sitting on top of it, on mine. And suddenly I wake up. And when I wake up, in the dream, there was no viveka, whether this wealth is real or unreal. But once I wake up, the viveka, there's clarity that whatever I saw, I became a multi-millionaire, I became a billion, but all that is now unreal, doesn't exist. What happens to our mind with respect to that wealth? Yes. Do we have to do something to give it up? No, no, I have to have vairagya. I have to give up that wealth. I don't have to do anything. Just the recognition that it is unreal ensures that I am not attached to it anymore. But in the dream, when I felt it was real, I could not give it up. So, Viveka, when it matures, it leads to vairagya. So, these two qualities. Then, the third quality, which is actually a group of six, it is called Shat Sampatti. Sampatti means wealth. The spiritual, sixfold spiritual wealth. So, what are these? There is Shama. Shama means the ability to have the mind under control. This control word also is sometimes we are allergic to. No control, freedom. We are working for liberation. Why are you controlling? Control doesn't mean suppress. Control means ability to invest the mind where we want to invest it. Not get invested as per the likes and dislikes of the mind. So that ability to say no to certain things and choose certain things. I want my mind to be here at this moment. Am I able to keep it here? I want my mind to keep quiet for some time, be calm, peaceful. Is it able to be peaceful or is it all the time agitated? Is it wandering here and there? So, this ability in the mind, there may be temptations around, but my mind is not disturbed with it. This ability, peace, which is natural to the mind, Shama. Along with Shama, there is this next wealth called Dhamma. Dhamma means the ability to keep the senses where we want them to be. Use them when we want and withdraw them at will. It's not never using our senses. We may need it. Whenever we need to see, we see. And when I decide not to see, that's the reason we have eyelids. So it is not that I am forced to see something. No, I can always close my eyes. I can choose not to. Certain things I don't have to listen to. We exercise this will in the classes. So it is not that I have to listen to. So there are so many gossips, etc. I don't have to listen to. Guruji sometimes says we should be, with the gossips and all these kinds of things, we should be like we sit in the satsangs. So turn a deaf ear to it. Nothing happens, nothing goes. Or there is cross ventilation. So to be able to invest our senses, use them when required, as much as it is required, and then withdraw them at will. So I don't need to do everything. I don't need to employ my senses all the time. So that ability is Dhamma. When there is Shama, automatically Dhamma is there. But sometimes Shama is not there, but Dhamma can be helpful. And at least the senses are withdrawn. And then through that, because for the mind, these senses act like doors and windows. So the mind goes out to the world through these senses, gateways for the mind. So at least we can restrain the senses and then slowly the mind also learns to be good. This combination of Shama and Dhamma results into a state where I am happy with myself. I don't need the objects of the world. I don't need any specific experience to be happy. This state of withdrawal is called Uparama. Means my senses are not in touch with the objects, not compulsively so. My mind is not wandering in the world, yet I am at ease. Rama means happy. So it's not a struggle, it's a natural state of withdrawal. I'm happy with myself. I don't need anything else, anybody else, anywhere else to go. Happy. So that state is called Uparama. It is also called Uparati in some other texts. Now, this state of withdrawal, if it is just stopping there, what happens is after some time, because of our habits, now the mind, the senses, they don't have this, no, they are not used to being without any object. So they may get withdrawn for some time, and then if they are not invested anywhere, if they are not focused in some place, they may run out again due to habitual error. I have been used to doing this, so now I don't have anything else to what to do. Okay, let's go out. So the mind again tends to move out. So to prevent that, the mind has to be invested somewhere. Focused and invested somewhere. The withdrawn mind and senses have to be invested somewhere. And when we are talking about the path of spirituality, the knowledge of spirituality, the knowledge of the self, this mind has to be invested in the self or the pursuit of the self. When we are listening to the Guru, the mind has to be invested in the act of listening, an act of reflecting upon what we have listened to. So this ability to focus the mind in the object of our pursuit is called samadhanam. So when there is uparati, then it has to be coupled with samadhanam. Otherwise, it may just go back to its usual fields of enjoyment. But from uparati to go to samadhana means when we have withdrawn our mind and we want to invest it somewhere, where we invest, is that known yet? I want to know something. I am pursuing that knowledge. I have not yet known it. But still in that unknown, I want to invest my mind. How is it possible? For that, I need faith. So that's where faith or shraddha comes into the picture. So the sixfold wealth, peace of mind, shama, restraint of senses, rama, the natural state of withdrawal, uparama, and coupled with investing the mind, focusing the mind in our goal, that is samadhana. But from uparama going towards samadhana, I need this wealth of shraddha, faith. Because I don't know. And this faith is needed only in the unknown. Because that which is known, there is no faith needed. Because I already know it. To know that I am a human being, do I need faith? Looking at our behavior, others may need faith. And in spite of this person behaving like this person is a human being. I have faith in this. Okay. That is needed. But in our own, we don't need faith because I know I am a human being. So that which is known doesn't need faith. But I am not this body. I am that supreme consciousness. Do I need faith? For now, I am not experiencing it. I don't know it. Therefore, I need faith. So faith is very, very important in what? Again, that's also important. Where should we have faith? So anybody says anything, should we have faith? There's some magazine, something is printed and we read that. Should we have faith in that? Anything? faith has to be, very importantly, in the valid means of knowledge. That validity is very important. What is a valid means of knowledge? For example, Puja Gurudev gives this an example to make us understand this means of knowledge, which is called in Sanskrit as pramana. What is this? When we see a flower vase, this garden, is this real? Is this real? How do we know if it is real? Now I am seeing it. It looks like a fresh flower, darling. It looks like real. But just by seeing it, can I conclusively say that this is real? No. Just by seeing it, okay, but fragrance. Yes, it is real. But can there not be artificial fragrance? That's also possible. So although my eyes seem to confirm that this is real, although my nose seems to confirm that it is real, still I cannot conclusively say that it is real based on only the sight and the smell. What I need to confirm this knowledge is touch. And when I touch, I know for sure that it is real. So this sense of touch for this field of knowledge is called the valid means of knowledge. Seeing is also one of the means of knowledge, no doubt. Smelling also is one of the means of knowledge, no doubt about that. But valid means, when we say, that is the ultimate way of knowing whether it is real or not. That's the confirmation. Beyond that, there is nothing more. Yes, someone can tell me, someone can inform me, no, this is real. So I need to have faith in that person also. If I can't touch myself, yes, I have faith in that person, but has that person touched it? Then there is confirmation for sure. So this valid means, if we understand in this field of knowledge, same way, the valid means of knowledge in our inner journey is, it is said, Veda is the valid means. So we need to have faith in Veda. That is imperative. We need to have that. Veda and all the scriptures based on the Veda. So that is our ultimate means of knowledge. Along with that, now I say that, but there are lots of questions. So if there are questions also, I want logical answers to those. So in the Veda there is logic also. So logical answers to my questions that my own intellect is posing. Such logic also becomes a means of knowledge, provided it is in line with the valid means, which is Vedas. So valid means is one, but logic also can support understanding those valid means of knowledge. This has to be clear. What I see has to be in line with my touch. If my touch says it is not real, then my seeing has been cancelled. Now even if I see and I feel it looks real, still when I touch it, that valid means is the final authority. It is not what I do first. No, I saw it first and seeing it, I felt it was real. But after that, I touched and then I realized it was an artificial flower. So, now what should I believe? There is no question what should I believe. The valid means is that sense of touch only in this case. Similarly, in the journey within, the valid means is only the Vedas. Logic, when in line with the Vedas, can support, can answer certain questions that come in my intellect. It is possible. And also, another thing that can support it is the experiences that either we as individuals have or the realized master's experience. So these also are supportive, not by themselves to be studied. So ultimately it is the Veda. So my faith in the Veda is required. Okay, now I have faith in the Veda, but can I understand Veda directly? I cannot. I need someone to teach me, interpret it in the right way, and make me understand at my level. And that teacher is the Guru. So I need to have faith in the Gurus. And the Guru is one who has not only the knowledge of the scriptures, but also the experience on this path. Therefore, that also becomes a valid means of knowledge. So, whenever we say having faith in the scripture, it is to be understood that the scripture taught to us by a great Guru, a master. So, in both these become the means of knowledge. And not only that, whatever the Veda, the scripture reveals, I should have faith in that subject matter also. So I have faith in the Veda, but whatever the Veda says, in that also I should have faith. The subject matter. So the Veda reveals the truth. So I should have faith in that truth. Otherwise, we study Vedanta, listen to Vedanta, ages together, maybe we attend study groups, conduct study groups, and then suddenly after so many years, is there something called reality? For so many years we have been studying, nothing has come into my experience. Is there something called Brahman? Is there a self beyond the body? Suddenly such doubts also arise in my mind. I don't have faith in that. So far I may not have experience, but still I am that knowledge, I have to have faith. So the means, the goal, the subject matter of the Veda, and I need to have faith in myself also. That is, I can walk this path and I can attain that supreme reality. So faith in the scripture, faith in the Guru, faith in the goal, and faith in myself that I will be able to grasp this knowledge, walk this path, and reach the goal. Even if we don't have faith in all four of them, faith in one of these four is imperative. And that is faith in the Guru. Because when there is faith in the Guru will ensure we develop faith in the other three. So that is the most important. So we were enlisting the fourfold qualifications, and of that the third one has a group of 6. It is called the spiritual wealth. That is peace of mind or restraint of mind, restraint of the senses, this natural state of withdrawal, and that withdrawal coupled with investing in the goal, single pointedness, and for that to happen, faith in that self or faith in the scripture, faith in the Guru, etc. Now, on this path, we did just 5, right? Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, and Samadhana and Shraddha. This is not a sequence, it is traditional sequence, but for our understanding. And on this path, we encounter lots of discomfort, some kind of, the path is not so smooth, it's not like driving on a highway. There may be some potholes, there may be some bumps, there may be some kind of, Puja Gurudev used to call it as pinpricks. They seem to be mighty, but Gurudev used to call them pinpricks. Little bit here and there, some discomfort is there. We should have the ability to forbear those. That forbearance is called titiksha. Ability to forbear. In other words, when we say we have to bear with that, so we feel scared. Oh, so some calamity is going to come, and then I have to bear with it. In other words, it is accepting life as it comes, accepting every situation as it is, without getting agitated, without getting troubled, without losing our shamadana, etc. And such difficulties, it's not necessary it will come only from the outer world. Often such things come from within also. Mind is very peaceful, it's very contemplative, and suddenly there will be one thought. How nice it would be if I get a cup of coffee. All that contemplation, all gone in 1 second. Coffee. Now that the whole contemplation is on coffee. How to get a cup of coffee? Where to find it? Coffee. Gone. All scripture knowledge gone. All Guru's grace gone suddenly. Everything is disappeared. Only now coffee is the reality of my life. So this one thought, the ability to forbear such onslaughts that happen from within also. This is also titiksha. It's not just from external world. Not that my seat is not comfortable, so I should bear with it and I should sit. Not necessarily. You can just shift, take a cushion to be comfortable. There is nothing. It is not meant to be suffering. We don't have to bring in suffering into our life. I am practicing titiksha, so I am suffering. I don't need to suffer. But I don't need to get enslaved by some comforts. Comforts could be just my habits. I have a habit of doing this and I have to do it, and it becomes compulsive. I should be free of those things. I am comfortable as I am. Whatever the situation, I am comfortable. Because this is a very, very important quality, because if it is not as per my convenience, if situations change, people change. There are different minds that are working together. We are living in a society, and some things change, and if my mind goes off, that day's sadhana, that day's reflection, that day's study, everything is gone. So as a student, as a seeker, it's my loss, it's not the loss of the world. The world is not undergoing any loss. I am suffering the loss. Why should I lose? One opportunity to reflect, one opportunity to study. I am not able to invest my mind where I want it to be. Why? Because something happened and I could not bear it. I start getting agitated. Titiksha is a quality that a student needs to develop. And that alone helps him to keep his mind invested. That is why in the traditional sequence, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, then comes Titiksha and Shraddha, and then finally Samadhi. Because otherwise my mind will not stay where I want it to be without Titiksha and Shraddha. It is not possible. I need this Titiksha. And bearing with these difficulties is also without complaining. That is also very important. Otherwise, I may constantly complain about what It is so hot, it is so humid, so uncomfortable, I don't know. But I'm practicing Diksha. I have to bear with all these things. But what to do? It is so hot this year. I don't know. Last year it was not like this. I don't know why this is. What is happening in the world? Global warming, this, that. So my mind is constantly doing all these things. Where is my mind? Is it in the spiritual pursuit, or it is just complaining about the situations which are not comfortable? I may say it out, I may sometimes not say it out, but it is happening inside my mind. So I have lost all my shama. So I am just talking and thinking about this. So that is not Titiksha. Titiksha is silently bearing with it, as though I didn't even notice there was some difficulty. Sometimes I sit to eat. I finish and get up. And then after me, if someone eats, and that person says, "Oh, you didn't say that there was no salt in the food today." "Oh, yeah, I didn't notice." That is Titiksha. But what is this? Oh, give me some salt. No, I did not ask for salt. I will not ask for salt, but I have made a note of it. And today there is no salt in the food. It is not missed it. You have given me saltless food today. I have noted it. Next time, I will give you food. I will put extra salt. So it seems you don't have enough salt in your home. So I will give you that. So inside all this salt, japa is only going on. So where is the mind? So titiksha is required. I don't even feel I am bearing something. I don't feel that I am undergoing some difficulty. Yeah, it's okay. There's nothing difficult. It's all fine. All good. And it's not just repeating all good. Yeah, everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine. That is not titiksha. I force myself that no, I should not complain, Oh, everything is fine, everything is fine. No, that is not titiksha. Because mentally I am reacting to it. Titiksha is a natural ability. I don't even notice any discomfort. It's there. So my mind is not dependent on any situation. So independent of all this, I am able to invest my mind where it has to. That freedom, that is titiksha. So this sixfold wealth, and the fourth one. First one was viveka, second one vairagya, and third one is just shat sampatti, it's the sixfold wealth. And the fourth one is called the very sincere longing to be liberated. Not to be bound by all these various, my state of mind itself binds me so much. My thoughts bind me so much. My relations bind me so much. So I seem to be bound all the time by everything around me. And within me also. So there is this longing. I don't want to be bound by all these things. I should be. So now this bondage we may not directly recognize, but we do recognize sorrow. And we don't like sorrow. So we want to get rid of sorrow. We want to be happy. We want to be happy all the time, every moment. And infinite happiness we want, forever. That kind of happiness and longing, that is the longing for liberation. And it is called mumukshutva. So, Viveka, Vairagya, Shat Sampatti, Mumukshutva. So, these fourfold qualifications are required in a student, seeker, and when I have these qualifications, when I am fit, the Guru, according to my need, appears. We mysteriously are pulled. We suddenly reach the feet of the Guru. We sometimes don't even realize, why did I come? How did this happen? If we think, how did you find your Guru? Difficult to answer. Because I did not find, he found me. So it just happened. So for a seeker, for a student, I have to work on my qualifications as a student. I have to make myself a fit student. That's my job. Guru will find me. So this qualified student prepares oneself with this preparatory spiritual practices, that is Bahiranga Sadhana, reaches the feet of the Guru and surrenders at the feet of the Guru. In olden days, it was kind of a ritual when any student would go to the Gurukul to study under a Guru. They used to carry firewood. And not by chopping off trees and branches. They used to generally collect from whatever was found in the forests. The dried branches and twigs would be collected and they used to take it to the Guru. It was symbolic that when the wood is dry, it will catch fire immediately. So for the fire of knowledge to be lit in our mind has to be dry of all the attachments of the world and focused in whatever the Guru is there to instruct us, to receive all that knowledge. So that readiness to receive and completely offer oneself, ready to be burnt. Burnt means doesn't mean literally burnt, but burnt means I am ready to burn all my wrong notions, all the incorrect knowledge that I had so far, which I thought it was knowledge, but maybe they were all only notions. When I discover things that are what the way of thinking so far has been faulty, I am ready to correct myself. I am ready to align myself to the Guru. I am ready to burn down all my ignorance and ready for the fire of knowledge to be lit. So this firewood was symbolic in that way. They used to take and offer it at the feet of the Guru. Then the Guru, the students would live with the Guru, serve the Guru, follow the instructions, and the Guru would instruct, give the knowledge. And sometimes it may happen immediately, sometimes it may take a long time also. The Guru may say, stay here for some time. In some of the Upanishads, the Guru says, stay here for a year, 1 full year. Do some seva in the ashram. And after 1 year, I will call you. That time you may ask your questions. And if I know, I will answer. If you look at modern day considerations, so much of a risk investment that is. 1 year invested with no returns and no guarantee of return after that year also. Guru has given the disclaimer right in the beginning. So that disclaimer doesn't mean the Guru may not have the knowledge to instruct us, but it is a test of our Shraddha, faith. Is this person really having the faith? And in the Upanishad, the Shishyas, the disciples used to be such that whatever happens, we know that this master will enlighten us. So they had unshakable faith. So that kind of faith. And some places, not just 1 year, years together, the students used to indefinitely wait. Staying there, the Guru is right there in front of them. But no discourses, nothing. You just stay there. Okay, till when? Stay. I'll let you know. When will I get the knowledge? I have come for knowledge. Yeah, okay. But serve for now. Indefinite time. And then suddenly one day, the Guru feels, now the student seems to be late. Come on, ask your question. And suddenly, if that question is not genuine, we will not remember it. Let me go and get my book. I have written down the question in my book. If it is in the book, then actually it's not my question. Because if it is a question and it doesn't let me rest, I am really looking for it. So it is always there. So this instruction, the Shishya, the disciple, has to listen. Listening for Shravanam. Listen attentively. Shravanam. Just by listening to this knowledge, our scriptures say one gets it. That's enough. But majority of us may not fall into this category. The one who is very, very, very highly qualified, such students get it just by listening. But it happens to a rare few. Then most of us need to go to the second step, and that is reflecting upon that knowledge that we have listened to. That is called mananam. And after reflecting, we have so many doubts, all those doubts are resolved, questions answered. We have doubtless knowledge now after mananam. Still, it has not yet become my experience. Why? Because so many lifetimes together, I have considered myself to be the body, the mind, the senses. So suddenly if the scripture says, and I may have reflected, but the experience has always been something different. So, to bring it to our experience, to gain abidance in that knowledge, what I do is the next step, which is called nididhyasana, or in common parlance called as dhyanam, which is meditation, practice of meditation. So this is where meditation is. And after that what? Job done. Goal is reached. The journey is over. That is why Pujya Gurudev used to call meditation as the highest vocation of life. It's the highest. After that, there is nothing more. And in today's world, we want to start our spiritual journey with meditation. How is it possible? So we do some things, some exercises, some techniques. It's very good. There they teach very good meditation. And their technique is very good. So in the name of meditation, a lot of things are happening. No harm. They are all helping in calming the mind down, but they are preparatory in nature. The real meditation that happens after Shravanam, Mananam, in the Nididhyasana. That is the flight of meditation. That's completely different. So when we also practice meditation, it is preparatory in nature. Because otherwise we can't do meditation. Gurudev used to say meditation is not a verb. It is not something to do. So this practice we do. But we have to understand where it lies in our journey. So the preparatory Bahiranga sadhanas are important to purify our mind, make it simple-minded. Then we go to the feet of the Guru, listen to the scriptures, Shravanam, then reflect upon them, Mananam, and then comes the practice of meditation, Nididhyasana. This Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasana are the sadhanas which are advanced spiritual practices. They are called, it is called Antaranga sadhana. And these are the sadhanas where we have Jnana Yoga. When we say the path of knowledge, the sadhana on the path of knowledge is Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasana. So listening, reflecting, and practicing meditation. This is the path of knowledge. This is called Jnana Yoga, Jnana Marga. So now, still the question remains, what are we supposed to listen to? And where is this Upanishad? You said you were going to talk about Mundakopanishad. It will not even come. So tomorrow we will discuss about content. Okay. What is the instruction? Where, in that entire body of knowledge, where are these Upanishads? What are these Upanishads? So we will talk about that tomorrow as an introduction. So 3 days we are ready, and then we will take the flight after that. So now for 5 minutes, we can just sit silently. Please keep the back, neck and head in one straight line. Sit in a comfortable, relaxed position. Those sitting on the chair, please make sure both the feet are firmly placed on the ground. Keep your hands one over the other or interlocked on the lap, or place them gently on the knees. Eyes gently closed. The body is relaxed. The breathing continues naturally. Pay attention to this natural breathing. Focus your attention just below the nostrils, and just be aware, no need to take deep breaths, just be aware of the natural breathing process. You're aware of the inhalation. You're aware of the exhalation. Just observe this breathing that takes place. If the mind wanders anywhere, lovingly bring it back and observe the breath. Deep breath and breathe out. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.